Hello, 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 my friends. Kaitlyn here, and today we're going to talk about old YouTube versus new YouTube, or like 2009 YouTube versus 2017 YouTube, or really the difference between people who like fall into fame and those who actively pursue it. So I recently got back from VidCon, going for my 6th year in a row. It's like, whoa, I feel both old and nostalgic, but also super proud of being able to be part of this thing, this important gathering of our community that's been going on for years now, and I've been able to attend 6 out of the 8 years. But there's also the elephant in the room that, gosh, VidCon is so different than it was 6 years ago when I first went. But then YouTube is so different than it was 6 years ago, and really 9 years ago if we're gonna talk about when I first started watching YouTube. Do you remember a time on YouTube when most people didn't have high quality cameras or sets? It was just people talking to their cameras in their bedroom. Or those people who did have special effects or high quality equipment. They were filmmakers who were taking advantage of the worldwide audience that YouTube provided them. Do you remember when it was mostly people who considered themselves to be weirdos and outcasts in their everyday life, but they had these ideas and they wanted to be creative and they weren't things that were accepted by mainstream media, so they made it and put it on YouTube? Do you remember when it was mostly elaborate Harry Potter skits and nerdy rock music and stop motion effects, and it was a big deal when your favorite YouTuber made enough money off of ad revenue in order to afford a Canon T3i or, gasp, a 7D.
I'm trying to fix my hair and it's not working.
We'll just do the video like this, guys. So that's the kind of YouTube that I grew up on, and it's what ultimately inspired me to apply for the YouTube Creator Institute, which I ended up winning, and I got to go to California and learn all about YouTube and making videos, and that's where I decided to make the channel iIMAGINeblank, which will celebrate its 6th birthday tomorrow, this coming Friday on July 21st. Can you believe that? I have been making videos for 6 years. But while I've had my head down, I'm hustling and trying to make content that I love and that fans ask for, YouTube and its culture has changed a lot. It's no longer just YouTube creators, it's content creators or social media influencers, because there's now Snapchat and Instagram and Musical.ly and Vine. Rest in peace, Vine. There are so many platforms to create on now, and it's almost not even about creating anymore. It's about having influence and showing that you can build a following. Now, these things are impressive. It takes skill and hustle and understanding the industry and how it's constantly evolving. But it's not just the place for outcasts and weirdos anymore, as this tweet from Emma Blackery eloquently put it. Funny, the kids who did YouTube in 2010 were teased for doing it, and in 2017, it's been taken over by the kids who would have teased them. Somebody replied just Logan Paul to that tweet, and I laughed for a long time because it's so true. I can't even begin to tell you the kinds of weird conversations I had with people my senior year in college, and then that first year or so post-college when I was doing YouTube. In 2011, people kind of understood that you could make some money from YouTube. They didn't know how, but they knew that some people could. And so they would ask me, oh, is this your job or something? Because, you know, I just graduated and didn't have a job, so they're like, oh, this is what you're doing. And I'd have to be like, no, I'm just starting out. I've got like 500 subs and it's just something that I'm doing because it's fun. I was either a famous YouTuber because more than 100 people had watched one of my videos, or I was a weirdo because I talked to my camera for fun. And now, if you start a YouTube channel without a 0 to 100,000 subs in a year plan, you are slacking. Now it feels like it's mostly about being super cool and on trend, or being highly critical and controversial, or having really high production values so that you can compete with traditional media. There's even a decent chunk of creators whose niche it is to tell you how to be a successful creator. Talk about meta. Now, I don't want you to think that this is all a bad thing and I'm just being a super cranky old YouTuber. Hey, you kids, get off my digital lawn. It's just weird to me because people are coming into this space, a space that had previously been engaging and welcoming and a safe place to experiment with the sole purpose of being famous on YouTube or just online in general. I mean, being a YouTuber or being internet famous is now a thing that kids say they want to be when they grow up. It's this thing that seems incredibly accessible and lets you be yourself. But then there's also this intense amount of pressure to hustle and go viral and get noticed. And in the end, so few people actually get internet famous for just being themselves. Despite the way it may seem online, it's usually a carefully crafted journey to the top, a la Shonduras, aka Sean McBride, who got his start on Snapchat when it was a new platform and then later moved to YouTube. He didn't just magically get an internet following, he worked hard and he innovated, and he even sent emails to online news sites posing as his mother, saying that her sweet son was doing this Snapchat thing. And as crazy as that sounded, it actually worked. So what I'm trying to say is don't believe the hype that getting internet famous is this magical and easy thing to do. It is not easy, and there are so many people trying to do it right now. And unfortunately, a lot of them are people who would have made fun of early adopters of YouTube and now just want a piece of the pie, which ultimately does make it harder for people like me who are not trying to be internet famous. I'm just trying to help the most people possible. And also because it allows me to challenge myself creatively, and I don't know what I would do with my free time if I wasn't making videos now. But I do think there's enough room on the internet for people like me and people who just want fame. It has made the ocean bigger, and it can be harder to find other weirdos and outcasts like me sometimes. But you know, if you're watching this, know that you are always gonna get a little bit of old YouTube on my channel here. It's like a buoy in the ocean of new YouTube. Maybe it's a little outdated, but it's fun. Well, friends, I want to know what you think. Are you an old YouTube lover like me? Do you like how it has evolved? Or maybe you've only really ever known this new YouTube? Whatever you have to say, let's start a discussion down in the comments. Plus, you can find me on some other social media platforms over here. I like Instagram the best. Come hang out with me and my cat and my coloring projects. I hope this video made you smile, and I will see you guys on Thursday.